first or second?
So there is the one for production that I think we had covered a lot in the free classes. So that's why I gave you those questions as revision questions. So let's tackle that first. Then we shall look at the other assignment as well.
Okay.
Are you sharing the screen? Share your screen. Oh, okay. Can we
So I
look at
start?
yeah, I can see your screen, but can we look at the question first so that we can know what we are answering?
Okay. Give me a minute.
Do you have it there? Is it close to you or I share mine?
I have it.
Okay.
So the assignment was choose a software of my choice to define what production is and give the categories of production. In part 2 of the activity was to send the work to the site for marking. I did. I proceed?
Proceed. You can now share the presentation.
Okay. So the presentation is here. So production. So what is production? Production is the transformation of raw materials into final product or final goods to satisfy human wants and needs. Stages of production. We begin with primary production, which is the actual extraction of raw materials from the earth. This is where, like, this is the first step. We get materials through mining. Also, there's farming. And get it through fishing. Through fishing, those processes which involve getting raw materials from the earth from scratch. Then secondary production. This is the transformation of raw inputs. This is supposed to be raw. Sorry, raw inputs into finished goods. For example, construction of roads. Also building construction of buildings, such things. Then we also have tertiary production. This is the provision of services. Sorry about these mistakes. The provision of services to the public in form of lawyers, teachers, health workers, and so on. Then the categories of production. It's also the same as steps of production. There is direct production, which is where production is done for the producer's own consumption. So whoever is producing or who's carrying out the process is actually producing for themselves and not for exchange in the market. Then indirect production is where one produces for exchange in the market, whereby you're gonna produce the goods and then sell them in the market for sale. So I'm gonna start with direct production. So the characteristics, one of them is the goods and services are mainly of low quality and quantity. Some simple tools are used, for example, hand hoes, hangers, trowels. They don't use machines. It leads to low standards of living, and some people just produce like on a small scale. Doesn't encourage consumption. I think I made a mistake. Yeah, let me just proceed. Production is done on a small scale. Yes, so they tend to use like small plots of land to produce. There's little or no capital inflow. So they usually just want to just get like seeds from maybe a few which is around where they can eat it, that has edible fruits, and they just plant. So that now if they do such a thing, they do not use any money, so there's no capital involved in this type of production. Characteristics of indirect production. We have one of them is goods are produced for sale, for actual sale. So as you can see here, these are actual factories. They're producing on a large scale. Yes, they're produced in large quantities or bulk production. Bulk means like big, just means big. So they produce in large quantities and then they sell it in the market. The specialization whereby like a factory will produce what they can do best, and then and then exchange it exchange it or transfer it to if it's like if the thing is like going stages, so they'll take it to the next factory, then they'll continue. Then another one is high quality goods are produced. High quality goods are produced so because they usually compete with other traders, so they have to produce their best so they can get more customers. And then modern technology is extensive. They use machines in factories, so you always find those expensive machines. Yes, that's where my presentation stops.
Okay, thank you. I see you went ahead and also looked at the features or the characteristics. It's okay, but if it is an exam, you would just explain the categories. You give just a detailed explanation, even if you don't include the features as a subheading. But for this, for our sake, it is okay. So did you go ahead attempt the other assignment?
Was it done?
It was about we were proceeding with the features, the features of different types of goods.
Let me see.
Because you just sent that about production. I've not received the one about the types of goods. The second one.
Types of goods.
Yeah, apart from the one we looked at last in the last engagement, there is another one asking about, I think, perishable goods and other few goods.
Yeah, I think I sent it even. I finished it.
On the site?
Yes, on the site.
Sure.
I'll check and see. Is it this one? No, it was okay. It was on after this. Okay.
I think you can check in the sent messages order.
This one?
Yes, this. Yeah, this one. Can you also look at this and
okay. Okay, yeah, it's here. So characteristics of goods. So perishable goods are goods that are these are goods that lose utility after a short time. Utility is the ability of a good to satisfy human wants, so they lose their ability like over a short period of time. Characteristics of these goods, their capacity to satisfy human wants ends after a small period of time. So like fruits tend to rot, milk tends to get spoiled after some time, they go bad after a short period of time. Yes, for example, vegetables, bread, meat, chapati, milk, yeah, those things can go bad, they don't last for a very long time. The next type of good is private goods. They are consumed by only one person. So it's only like owned by one person. Characteristics, goods are enjoyed solely used by an individual, so they are not shared. One person's consumption excludes, sorry. excludes for others. So when you consume Z, others are not included. It is okay. Non-owned members always seek permission. So if it's not yours, you have to seek permission to the owner before using that good. For example, personal cars, clothes, laptops, Xbox, radios, they are excludable, and the owners can prevent those who have not paid for it from using it. There is rivalry, which means like you can like how to say, rivalry means like fighting, like competition. Yes, competition in their consumption, and consumption by one person necessarily prevents consumption of the other. Private goods are scarce, which causes competition over them. Then the next one is public goods. These are goods that include roads, defense, law and order, street lights, public clocks, public. So you can say everything as public, which means it's for everyone. Characteristics: consumption by one person does not reduce consumption available for others, i.e., they are non-exhaustible, which means they don't get done, they don't run out, they just stay there. It is difficult to stop one person from consuming public goods or from getting the benefits of public goods. They are non-excludable, yes. They are equally available to all individuals in the society. In the society usually provided by the state, then there's no competition for them and they are non-divisible. They can't be divided. Yes.
Okay, that is also nice. And yeah, briefly to comment about the two presentations. The first one, the one about production, I'm actually giving you more, I'm assigning you more work about that presentation. I want you to go back, make a detailed research about stages of production, categories of production, and types of production. Yeah, those.
Pardon? Pardon. Madam, I'm saying
I said that I want you to go back one. Am I breaking? Can you hear me now?
You are broken at first. Yes, yesterday.
Am I clear now?
Yes, now you're okay. Yes.
Okay, so I was saying that about the first presentation, I want you to go back, make more research about stages, types, and categories of production. Yeah, and okay, unless you have an inquiry. The difference, what you can note, the difference between private and public goods. You see that for private goods, it can be used by other people, but not at the same time. That's the difference. So you can actually borrow a car from your friend, but you cannot use that car at the same time, as in the owner cannot be using the car at the same time as you using the same car. So that's the difference.
That's for private goods.
Yeah, for private goods. You can only use it, you who is not the owner, you can only use it when the owner is not using that same commodity or that same product. But for public goods, it's open. Everyone can use it and at the same time. Yeah. Unless you have an inquiry, a question about the presentations.
Yeah, no.
Did you get everything you just discussed about in the presentations?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice one. So you can keep on reading the course, go on reading the course, actually you can also suggest as you read on the website, you can suggest different topics that you need, because there are some topics that are very simple and understandable, and there are some topics where you might need more guidance. You can always reach out to me. We can actually organize more engagements because the
Mm.
timetabled one might end this week. So we
Okay.
can either continue following our days, or we can organize more, or even on different days, because this system is supposed to be student based. So you learn at your pace, right?
Mm. Yeah.
As you read on the site, you get any inquiry at any moment. You can always reach out to me, and we look at that challenge or any inquiry.
Mm.
Yeah, and but I will continue giving you, of course, assignments and some revision questions.
Mm. All right.
Okay, so I'm going to mark these two and then send you the feedback on the site. I'll be updating you.
What about the and is there any new assignment you're going to
I've not yet uploaded on the site any new assignment, because I wanted to first mark this and then send you the feedback. So after sending the feedback of these two presentations, I'm going to send you other assignment.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, if there is no other inquiry, I think we can stop here.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's no stopping here.
Okay.
Mm.